Fast food, fast fashion, speed dating, 10-minute deliveries. Everyone wants to chase the bigger and faster. Carl Fisher said, "We live in a world where instant gratification takes a long time." Hello, I'm Raghav. My brother Ansh and I moved to this remote mountain forest to build a hand-sculpted mud house. In this video, we share with you why we decided to choose the slow road and why we opted for the most labor-intensive national building technique, cob. So watch till the end as we share the lessons from our journey that we gained through slow architecture. Earlier, I worked as a conventional architect in a commercial firm where modular and prefabrication in construction have led to shorter timelines. Urban people believe time is money and the clients want their buildings yesterday. They want it bigger, better, and faster. Everyone is obsessed with speed and they constantly are finding ways to accelerate the construction process. Our cities are neither getting beautiful nor are we happier. But now we all know how anything that is fast and mass affects our planet and our well being. The buildings are disconnected from the context and culture. They lack human character, intuitiveness, and emotional intelligence. Building slow is counterintuitive and counterculture, but we wanted this house to be an antidote to the fast paced life that we were transitioning from. Slow means building with intention and building at a deliberate pace. We wanted to design a building that is thoughtful, meaningful, and responsible. We wanted to build something sacred with our own hands and our labor of love. At the same time, rediscover our suppressed building instincts. We were inspired by structures like Sagrada Familia, a classic example of slow architecture. It is still under construction 120 years after architect Antonio Gaudi first began it. We asked ourselves questions like, how can we build it in a way that it blends with the natural surroundings? How can we build the building so that it appeals to our souls? It brings us inner peace and harmony, irrespective of our religions and nationality. We asked ourselves, can we build it with appropriate, readily available local materials? Can we involve the local community? Can we recycle and salvage materials? Can we design a building that reconnects us to the present moment? Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, said Lao Tzu, a Chinese philosopher. We spent our initial months documenting and observing the site, meditating on the site, watching where the water flowed after it rained. Where did the sun rise? And where did it hide behind the mountains? We asked the locals about how they had been building and where they found good clay soil. We built clay models and space mock-ups on site with sticks and stones first, rather than making a drawing on the software. Cob is a mix of clay, sand, and straw, which is then foot stomped on a tarp. The cob lumps are then compressed and sculpted to build the walls. Cob is fireproof, wind and earthquake resistant. So are other natural building methods. We decided to build with cob because it is the most fun and playful natural building method. You can dance in the mud on your favorite numbers and then toss and catch the cob balls. Cob is democratic and inclusive. Anybody can build with cob, even a 5-year-old to a 50-year-old. Cob is creative, flexible, and aesthetic. It opens your heart and mind to endless possibilities. Mix, stomp with your feet, build with your hands, repeat day after day. Building a cob house is both labor and time intensive. People found it bizarre that in a day and age of cement mixers and machines, we were building a house with our hands and legs. They suggested us various ways in which we could accelerate the construction process. This reminds me of a quote by 50 Cent. If you just sat your butt in a car, turned on the AC, and cruised up to the top, it would not be the same. You didn't sweat and sacrifice to get up there. The drink of water you took on the mountain top wouldn't taste as invigorating. The air wouldn't feel as amazing. The view wouldn't be as inspiring. You can only get true fulfillment and happiness from enjoying the achievement you made happen yourself. You get a different sense of fulfillment when you build something with your own hands versus when you acquire something. For people, this might be just a house of sand, clay, and straw, but for us, it was an excuse to find our tribe. More than 70 people from over 15 countries volunteered and poured their love into the walls. We proudly call them our tiny farm friends. It is heartwarming to take a walk around the house. It's like going down a memory lane. When you think about every artwork, every detail, it reminds you of the beautiful faces and smiles of the people who helped sculpt it. There are so many songs that take us back to the memories of cob dances. Apart from the house, everyone taught you something about life. It changed our perspective of how we view life. When you're building things for the first time, of course, there is the fear of unknown. There are many things that you don't know that you don't know. But having said that, you also need to remember that people cannot see your vision, they cannot visualize the end result. And they would want you to rush in or cut corners and even compromise on your values and aesthetics. You have to protect your vision from the timekeepers because it's your dream. Sacred things take time. Even the Navy SEALs believe that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. In a world where we get instant gratification from likes, followers, and views, building this house was training our ability to delay gratification. It's not about what you are building, Whether it's a mud house or a business, it's about what you become in the process. The skills you acquire, the character you build, the art you create, the memories you share, the self discoveries you make, the discipline you inculcate, everything compounds. Sometimes the journey is not about becoming, it is about unbecoming everything you are not. Building this house has been a spiritual practice. Our grandmother used to say, all is well that ends well. And we believe in the end, nobody will mind the time you took to finish a project, but they will always remember how it makes them feel and what emotions it evokes. If you enjoyed watching this video, you might also want to subscribe to our channel and to our Tiny Farm Friends newsletter. Every Sunday, we share a tiny email with tips, insights, and resources to help you pursue your dream life in the countryside and build your dream home naturally, even if you don't have a land. Try it, it's free.